Hello, and welcome to the LowerBitrate Podcast, number 55. This episode is brought to you by Twisted Tea, Yeet Edition.
Mhm.
Are you thirsty? Yes?
Yes.
If so, grab yourself a Twisted Tea. It will quench your thirst, get you a little buzzed, and fuck someone up, apparently.
Drink it right to the face.
Yeah. Check the description box below for a link on Twisted Tea. Don't. This is bullshit. Don't talk shit to people in 7-Elevens. You will get your ass beat, especially in questionable neighborhoods. Let that be a lesson to you. Funny memes, though. Right down to business.
Anyway.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Yes. Time for me to beg for stuff. Look at our website, LowerBitrate.com. There you will find the Discord link that is for movie night and to just talk shit. A lot of people there. It's fun. YouTube. Subscribe. I'm begging you. My mom will beat me if you don't. That's one of the goals for 2021. Also, happy 2021. This is when you'll be listening to this in the new year. Hello.
Happy
what
New Year,
else?
everybody. Thanks for listening. Also, please do subscribe to our YouTube and ask your mom to, and her friend, Karen, because we would love to hit 100 subscribers, and we are on our way there. So thanks for subscribing if you already have.
Yes.
LowerBitrate.com for that spicy link.
Mm-hmm. All our socials are there. Click them, follow them. Twitter's there for the low bid rate. That's the easiest way to find out when movie night is happening, if it's canceled, etc., etc. Just follow it, make your life easier. Share the podcast. Love you. Kisses consensually. That's it. How was your week?
My week was fine. I am happy because I started a new TV show, actually two, and I've been getting back into Animal Crossing. Some good movies were released, or a good movie was released that I know of. Maybe there were more. So I got to watch that too. You know, it's just fun to have like new things to watch instead of being in a bit of a content rut. How about you? How was your week?
So I played Trials of Osiris this weekend. What a big mistake that was. Lost a couple years of my life.
Did you solo it?
No, you can't solo it. I was playing with friends who are, let's just say they're like me and not that great at PvP. Boomer Squad. But it was fun. Getting dumpstered on was kind of fun. I did get what I wanted. I wanted the shotgun. Didn't get a perfect one. LOL, Destiny. But I got one that's comparable. What else? Playing some Animal Crossing. We'll talk about that later. Started to watch a couple movies. We'll talk about one of those later. And pretty much it. I mean, Christmas happened this past week, so I was basically wearing around like a chicken without a head, being, Santa. I got the dad bod for it, so.
The grandpa bod?
Yeah, just huffing out gifts. If you're wondering what I got for Christmas, I asked for money.
Yeah, that's my parents gave me a little bit of money and I was appreciative. So I was like, thanks. Being an adult is like buying yourself things. So I bought myself some shoes, a hoodie, and I bought a mouse because I found it on Amazon finally. I don't know why I wait to buy stuff. Maybe because of the easy peasy return policy, but this new Logitech wireless mouse that is purple. It's just an upgrade from my current Logitech G mouse because it's wireless. So, and it's purple. So, it's better.
Yeah, I have a very good experience with Logitech stuff. And their mice are really good. I actually went back to my G Pro wireless. I don't know. I just prefer the shape. And one thing I kept clicking on the Razer mouse, it's an ambidextrous mouse, meaning you can use it left or right. I'm right-handed, so my my right ring finger would always like fat finger the left hand buttons, like the buttons, and they're always mapped to something. So my dumbass would do some action in game by accidentally hitting one of these buttons, and it was just kind of annoying. So, as you said, with Amazon's return policy, I'm getting my money back, and I'm going to wait for the new G Pro wireless to come back in stock because it's out of stock, obviously. Almost everything is, and I'm gonna get that. And the convenience of having, I mean, I wouldn't suggest buying it, but you could buy like a little puck for the bottom of your mouse if it supports it, and it just automatically charges it. Like you don't even have to worry about it at all.
Yeah.
That's a super
I
convenience feature for me.
didn't think about that I'm going to be, I don't know, am I going to be sticking batteries into this or is it rechargeable? I didn't pay attention to the specs
I
because
think
it's
the
purple.
305 is battery operated, meaning you have to put a battery in it.
Okay.
I don't think it's like high. I wouldn't recommend buying it for like a lower price mouse, just because the pad is much more expensive than the mouse. How much you pay for the mouse? Like $60?
Yeah, $60 for it. Came out 3 months ago, so it's brand new.
Yeah, I would not pay that much for a mouse mat. Yeah, other than that, I just chilled. It didn't feel like Christmas this year. It felt very odd, very weird. We don't even have a tree up, so
Yeah,
thumbs up for me. I don't have to take that shit down.
it was a weird day. Christmas isn't exactly the happiest time for everybody. So, but instead of the like clash of the like holiday, it was just kind of another day.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
Yeah, so sorry to bring everything down, but I hope if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a good holiday. And even if you didn't, good job getting through it. Like I said, it's not an easy day for a lot of people. But yes, you want to move on to talking about our return to crack, Animal Crossing?
Oh yeah. So Animal Crossing has been in the mix for me. I've played a little bit, but I've made major progress on my island. Terraforming it. I thought that process was so boring.
Yeah.
And monotonous. So I've gone back to it little by little. What's invigorated the game for me is having other people to play with that are super pumped about the game. The game, I've experienced almost everything in the game at this point, but having someone close to you that's like super into it, like 90 plus hours in a week and a half into it, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun having other people to play with. So check your friends to see if they got Animal Crossing or Switch this Christmas, because I know a lot of people who've gotten it. A lot.
Yeah, people are still picking it up. Like, remember Dionne Warwick was like tweeting out, like, what's that game with the talking animals?
Yeah, I saw that.
was
That
like-
was funny.
Yeah, I was like, get into it, Dionne. So, yeah, I mean, it was funny, but she was sincere. Love it. It's fun having friends that play. Send me snowflake, or I don't know. I have enough snowflakes. I was trying to. I got back into Animal Crossing too, and it's fun catching snowflakes or whatever. I don't know what the fuck to do with them. I got like, there's just one thing I wanted, which I think was the wreath. I think there's a falling snowflake wall, but it's not better than the Aurora wall that I bought from the Nook shop.
The Aurora
But
Wall's dope.
it is. It's really nice for any time of the year, but it is kind of wintry, I think, because it makes you think of the like North Pole. I don't know. Overthinking it. But I have been cleaning up my island. Realized I never got that 5-star rating because I was like lazy about it. And Isabel was like, there's too much shit everywhere. I mean, she said it differently, but she literally was like, the complaint is that you have too much stuff cluttering up the place. I was like, damn. So I started getting rid of stuff. Like I just had like a second level full of just items because I didn't know what to do with them. And I was like, maybe going to use them. And I didn't want them in my house inventory because I would forget about them and it would probably push me over the inventory limit. But so I sold like 50 items that I just had like laying around on my second floor of the island, the second tier. And then I've started the horrible task of cleaning up the flowers. It's one thing to have to pick a weed, it's the other thing to have to clean up flowers. So they just went wild. I neglected them, stopped playing for months, and now I have a ton of flowers to clean up. So I've been working on that, trying to get trash cans, for that purpose only. Was thinking about asking, being like, hey, if you come, I was like, can friends dig up flowers? Because I was like thinking about hiring friends and being like, I'll pay you in snowflakes. Please come help me. This is awful and out of control. I feel like a hoarder, where I'm like finally asking and getting help that I need.
Nice. I have, as well as like terraforming the island, I've been going backwards. Going to the bunny. I'm currently in.
Oh.
I'm currently in April. But I'm going through the list of items for all the special events, and I'm trying to get most of them. I know they'll roll back again, but I know that they'll add more stuff. And my God, the bunny event was so fucking annoying. Yeah, he's annoying. And all the eggs that fall out of everywhere, you think you're gonna catch a fucking shark and it's an egg. It's annoying.
Yeah, you forget those early events.
Yeah, rough city. I hope they revisit some of them and like tweak them a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure they will in 2021. There'll probably be a big celebration for the like year anniversary of the game. Like, hey, remember the start of the pandemic? Let's celebrate.
Yeah. What I really wanted was the cherry blossom trees.
Oh yeah.
But
did you know you were supposed to catch those falling blossoms? That went way over my head.
No, I didn't. I'm currently catching them now, but it's so slow. Slow.
Not like the snowflakes now.
Yeah, so what I realized with the game engine, you can't. So cherry blossom trees will spawn on your island, but at random. But when you pick up the trees, they're just a regular hardwood tree. So it doesn't say cherry blossom tree. You can't make the tree. So what the game does is it takes a certain amount of trees, and I should have realized this because I think the one of the tree types turns into like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, but you didn't do anything for it, right? So the same thing applies to the hardwood trees and the cherry blossom. So I was kind of fucking disappointed like that because I had like an aesthetic goal, and the only reason why I came back is to like pluck a whole bunch of them and then put it around my island, and maybe those stay cherry blossoms. I guess that's not realistic.
No.
I just wanted an aesthetically pleasing island with pink trees, but whatever.
Yeah, you just wanted to have that weeb aesthetic.
Right. But yeah, it's been fun. A lot of people like visiting, and a lot of people are pumped on the game, which is cool.
Hey, send some of those friends my way. I'm so lonely.
What we really should do is do like a little event where people come over and have like a little party or something like that. I've seen it done before. Actually, if you have Animal Crossing and you're interested in something like that, maybe I'll be the guinea pig, and you can use my island. I'll travel to whatever point in time. Because when you come to my island and it's a different place, nothing happens to you. Like, you could have turnips in there and they'll still be good.
Okay.
So let us know and we'll make it happen. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I would like to make it happen. Thank you.
Also, giving people shit is fun too.
Party of one flying in.
Yeah. My girlfriend got super into it. She's the one with the 90 hours. I think it's like 115 at this point plus.
She's got to be losing sleep over that. That's awesome.
I told her that she's entitled to health benefits because it's like a full-time fucking job.
It's like 2 jobs.
Yeah, it's like 40 hours a week.
She picked up 2 jobs. Yeah.
So she has like actual friends with kids. I don't have any kids. She doesn't have any kids. She has friends with kids that visit her island.
Dope.
And then I swoop in with all the sweat lord shit. And I just give them like 1,000,000 bells or something, like 100,000 bells, 200,000 bells, and some items to get them started. Because I remember starting the game when you needed 30 iron nuggets to get Nook's Cranny.
And I had 2 rocks. Like
right.
I had 1 rock for a while.
Yeah, giving newer players the ladder, a vaulting pole, and maybe like a shovel or something like that, one of the good shovels, makes the world a difference.
Even just a ladder early in the game will change things so much because you can get more mats.
Yep.
And yes, like send them a few iron nuggets because they can craft their own tools and build the Nook shop, make those bells. You forget how many bells you need. Like, I almost started over. I was so stressed about my island. So I was like, this is going to take so much digging and so much work. I almost restarted, and then I remembered how hard the start is.
It's rough.
It is.
Animal Crossing is one of those low-key games.
I wanted to go back and be like, knowing what I know now, But I was like, oh, I have some stuff I really like, some villagers I like. Oh, I meant to announce good news, everyone. Patty moved out. Finally. So Patty was the cow I didn't like. I just didn't. I can't explain why. And then this blue unicorn visited, so I'm trying to get it to move in. Really excited. Great things are happening.
Did you know that you can snitch on villagers?
Yes, I felt guilty doing that. Yeah, I was like telling her shit about Patty, but I was like, Patty's harassing me, and it felt really dirty, so I stopped. False reporting of a harassment crime didn't feel good.
Right.
She's gone, so it worked out. I stopped filling out, false police reports.
Nice. Quick tangent before we get into the next one. I purchased Slay the Spire on PC. I currently have almost 20 hours playing it. A lot of fun. One of those games where you only need your mouse. I've since purchased it on the Switch and on the iPad, just in case I don't have my Switch with me or my iPad. It runs. It's okay on the Switch because you need to have 2 hands to play it, obviously. Or if you put it on the Joy-Cons, maybe one. I don't know. But on the iPad, it is chef's kiss.
Okay.
That is my aesthetic. It's just, dragging it. Love it. Thumbs up. Slay the Spire, it's on sale on the Steam store. Buy it if you like games that are roguelike. Awesome. I know I mentioned it before, which goes into our next point. The winter sale.
Yay.
There's really not much to say about the winter sale. It ends on January 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. If you are thinking about getting a game, single player, multiplayer, whatever, most of the games are on sale. I would recommend scooping it up now because there's at least 3 months where you're not going to see any Steam sales. I think the first one we're going to get might be a trash one in April. And then we'll see the summer sale sometime in June or July.
Yeah, you forget how long because they've done quite a few recently, end of the year. I forgot to mention I streamed this week. That was really fun. I streamed yesterday, which was Tuesday of this week, and I played Dark, D-A-R-Q, and I beat the first DLC, so now I have 1 more to go to complete the game fully, and it was fun. I would recommend Dark. There's 2 free DLCs in addition to the base game. I think each DLC will take you probably an hour, only an hour. It took me longer because, of course, hello. But $4 right now.
Yep, $4. I would definitely pick that up. Yeah, I have a few single player games that I am interested in. I'm thinking about giving Death Stranding a whirl.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is on that list as well.
You've never played that before?
Red Dead Redemption 2? No, I played Red Dead Redemption 1. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I liked one.
I don't know. It's just John Marston is like kind of like that. He's like that Master Chief character, that Mario for that
Yeah,
series.
talk about a voice actor.
He's so good. The story's good. The ending is good. What you think is the ending is not the ending, and then you get that final mission. It's just so fucking satisfying. It's chef's kiss. But I don't know if Red Dead Redemption 2 will have that same effect on me. I know it would probably be a good game, something you can immerse yourself into. I'm just not 100% sure on it. Also, another game that I want to try playing is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
They fixed that, so I'm thinking about getting that. And I think I'm set, to be honest. I have a couple of other little games that I might want to get, but those are like, $10 or less. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Also, Stardew Valley is on sale. They just came out with a banger patch 1.5, that adds a ton of stuff to the end game. And then they put the game on sale for 33% off 2 days later. So I would recommend getting that. It's definitely on PC for sure. I don't know if it's on consoles yet.
Yeah.
Or on mobile. I know mobile lags behind a little bit, but yeah, definitely try Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is one of the other games that gets people sucked in. I don't know them personally, but I've seen moms get hooked on this game. Like hundreds and hundreds of hours. It's that good.
I'll check it out on my iPad. Do you know how much it is on iOS?
iOS, it could be $10 to $5 on iOS.
Okay. Something else I played I forgot to mention was Grounded. It's in early access, and right now it's on sale for $30. Nope, it just is $30. It's exactly like Conan the Barbarian, except no dongs, and the setting is different. Obviously, you're like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but Conan and family friendly. But exploring so far has not been nearly as satisfying, especially at the beginning of Conan. It's really fun to just run around and see what you can get into, how many alligators you can have chase you. But Grounded, it was just ants I couldn't beat, a spider I couldn't beat, even a ladybug that owned me. I could beat mites, but I can't figure out how to craft. That's what's really frustrating is I want to start crafting, but I can't figure it out. So I don't think the tutorial is very good. But it is in early access. Maybe it will get better and maybe more people will start playing it. Like I tried to host a lobby and then I even tried to join a game. No one's playing this game. That's a problem.
Yeah. Did the game make you sign into Xbox?
No, but then I did to do multiplayer. You didn't have to sign in to do single player.
Okay. That's what I figured, because it's tied to Xbox. Because I have that game, but I have it on the Game Pass.
Yeah. I think a couple of people stopped by. This was at the end of my stream. I was like, let me try Grounded because I was done with the DLC from Dark. And yeah, I was kind of like, I feel like I need a better tutorial or a mentor, like at the beginning of this game, of this survival game. Strange.
Yeah, I tried playing it. I had the same sentiments or whatever. I got lost. There was really no direction. Admittedly, I played it a couple months ago.
The map is shitty. Could you even find the map? Like, I don't know.
No, admittedly, I didn't put that much thought into it. I was just trying to see like what it was about because I didn't spend any money. You know what I mean? So I had nothing invested in it. But yeah, with more content that they put in and more people that get the game, I think $30 is a little bit too much for that. I think 20 is like a good price for it.
Early access too. It's yeah. Gameplay. It's not like, oh, it's not polished or the trees won't render. It's like, what? Just I feel kind of done with it already. I played 45 minutes.
Yeah. I have faith though, because it's from Obsidian, so they've never disappointed me.
Okay. Maybe more is to come, but so far, $30. Don't know about that.
Yeah, TBD on that game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of discussion in
Mm-hmm.
the Destiny community about the game. People are burning out, right on schedule, by the way, which is you expect it. But there's just
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day. There is something when you think about Destiny as a whole, right? And you could split it up into sections. So for me, Destiny 1 Vanilla to House of Wolves, The Taken King to Rise of Iron, and then you have Destiny 2 Vanilla, the two expansions from Curse of Osiris to what was that fucking second one? The Warmind one? I don't know. And then you
I
take
don't remember. I don't even remember.
and then you have Forsaken. So you could follow the path, right? There's a base game, and then there's 2 or 3 DLCs that follow. This has happened 5 or 6 times already.
Yeah.
Base game, Taken King, Destiny 2, Forsaken, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light. 6 times. Each
Well, go
section,
ahead.
each section of these games, Destiny has been wildly different every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. And I was just thinking about because I fully paid off my iPad, so I could like throw it out the window if I wanted. I was writing on it, and I said, "Let me just list everything and list all the things that they changed." Because I've been playing this game for a very long time. The only time I didn't play it was Rise of Iron, Age of Triumph time. That's the only time I didn't. Only because I didn't have any consoles. I was just primarily on PC, waiting for Destiny to come to PC.
Yeah.
The game has no vision. What pissed me off the most and what they did before is that all the guns from Destiny, I want to say Forsaken, until now, most of them are useless. A friend of mine who listens to the podcast, Rec, hello, he bought the Forsaken expansion, and I said to him, "How are you liking those sunset weapons?" He paid $8 to earn weapons that he can't use in in-game activities.
Yeah. That burned me out of Destiny.
The game has no vision of what it wants to be. It's changed so much every single time. And they always do like a Boris Johnson fucking 180 backpedal every time they make a mistake, and they never stick to their guns.
Wow. Intelligent humor. Please slow down.
A lot of people from the UK, they'll understand, they'll get a chuckle out of that. So people are upset about the game as it stands. They've ignored PvP for the last 3 years. Trials of Osiris, I played it, had a miserable time, but it was fun.
How do you have a miserable time but it's fun?
Fun being with friends, miserable time getting dicked on.
Got
Game
it.
after game. And I'm so sorry. We picked one dude up from LFG. I think he's the worst player I've ever played with. No flame, no aggro. I'm sorry.
You should just go to a Destiny stream and do a trials carry. Pay them.
Yeah, I'm not paying anybody to carry me in a game. They just don't know what they're doing. They call themselves an action MMO, and yes, fine, but you need to commit to it. You'll never make everyone happy. If you're gonna put, crazy things in your game, some people will like it, some people will not, some people will move on. Some people will find your game and love it.
They just keep thinking new is better. Like, oh, we'll just do a whole new set of weapons. It's like a whole new like team comes in every expansion and changes everything. So yeah, I don't think that's characteristic, a characteristic of an MMO. Like other MMOs I played, these loadouts are like 12 years old.
Yeah, none of the other MMOs do this. They don't axe 2/3 of a game.
Right. Strange.
All for file size. Right? Like,
Is
yeah,
that what it's
people,
for?
yeah, they said it was for file size, but really, and honestly, truthfully, what they're doing is they can't balance the entire game. So they'll have dead portions of the game that they're not doing anything. And they said it was because bugs arise. When I tell you this was the buggiest expansion they've ever put out, and they cut 2/3 of the game out. So 6 or 7 items got disabled because they were broken. Rudimentary intern shit. Like, nobody tested this game. This game, again, was just like Cyberpunk, did not need to come out. It needed at least 1 more month in the oven to bug fix and fix all this crap. They didn't do anything. They didn't balance test their game, nothing. They just fucking slapped the top of it, was like, all right, you're ready to go.
Slapped it on the ass and sent it out the door.
Yeah.
I thought the loadouts, the like new loadouts every time were so they could sell like DLC specific weapons, like if you pre-order or something, just as marketing.
Yeah, there's a gun in the game that you can't get anymore.
Clashes. It's where marketing clashes with development, in my opinion.
Right. If you pre-ordered Beyond Light, you would get access to the No Time to Explain exotic pulse rifle. From what I've seen online, if you did not pre-order this and you got it from Xbox, because Xbox Game Pass gives it to you for free on console, Beyond Light expansion, you cannot get this gun. Admittedly, it's not the best gun, but it's the sentiment that stands that I don't like. That you have to pay for this. Yeah, you're locked out of this because you didn't buy this at this time. Like, they have this weird like tango dance with cuckery that I just hate. Like, half of it is they'll give everybody everything else, and then half of it they fucking gatekeep from everybody else. Like, there's a shotgun in the game, and one of my pain points of playing Trials was a shotgun called the Fellwinter's Lie, which makes me angry because I played the season that it came out in, and that season was horrible. I quit midway. It was trash. So everyone's reward for playing that trash season, because they hate themselves, is that shotgun that's the best shotgun in the game. And all the other shotguns that could have kept it in line, because it was kept in line for 2 or 3 seasons, they're gone. Now it reigns supreme. You put Not Forgotten, which was an endgame 5500 rank that you needed to have gun that got sunset, in the little kiosk where you could pay materials and get a sunset weapon or something like that. They put that in, and then they put the same bow that came from Iron Banner in there, but not the Fellwinter's Lie.
Man, Fellwinter's Lie takes me back. Sorry, go ahead.
It is a nostalgic weapon. Fun fact, when I used to be super, super, super sweaty in Destiny, on my account that got banned on PlayStation, I had the original Fellwinter's Lie that got pulled at 5 a.m. Only a handful of people have that weapon.
Yeah. Good for you. Lucky.
Yeah, it's gone now. My account's been banned. Sony banned me a long time ago. That's just my rant on Destiny. I don't like the way games as a service is going. Because you have games like Genshin. You ever heard of Genshin Impact?
Yes.
The weeb game, the waifu game, waifu simulator. People have no problem spending hundreds of dollars on that game.
Yeah, there are games that, well, dare I say, thousands of dollars.
All for pixels.
Yep.
Anyway, rant over. Luke Smith. Here's my hot take. Luke Smith is bad for the game.
He's still there.
Yeah. Bad for the game. That's my hot take. Let's move on.
Alrighty.
We saw one of my favorite movies a long time ago, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, by Charlie Kaufman. I think we talked about this, but I didn't have Netflix at the time. He came out with a movie called I'm Thinking of Ending Things on Netflix. I started to watch it. Started because I felt like I wasn't awake enough for this film.
Yeah.
This is, it's not bad. Definitely weird. But I do like the actress that plays the main character.
Who is it? Sorry, who is it?
I think her name is Jessie Buckley. I think that's her name. She looks very different from her pictures regularly when then she looks in the film. It's a very it's a cinematography dialogue heavy movie with some mystery going on. Like there was a certain parts in the film that were kind of alluding towards things, but I didn't get far enough for them to materialize. But I will watch it probably on New Year's. I think I'll try to watch this.
Is it a happy movie?
I don't know.
Well, I just Googled Jessie Buckley and I'm not familiar with her, but yeah, I'll have to give it a try. So when you told me Charlie Kaufman, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about Andy Kaufman, and I was like, I don't like him, but I do like Charlie Kaufman.
Yeah, she's relatively unknown. She's in some like smaller movies like The Wild Rose, Beast, Judy. But she seems like she can act. I think she's in Fargo too. I think the 2020 series.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm definitely gonna watch that. That's on my list. But it has that same Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind aesthetic that I like.
Yeah. That's cool. I wonder. Yeah. Let me know how good it is. How much of a mindfuck, perhaps? I wonder if it's going to be a mindfuck like Eternal Sunshine.
I think so. It's less whimsical as like Eternal Sunshine though, because it had that like I don't know, sci-fi element of like erasing your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This one I don't know. I didn't get far enough, but it's very. I was too tired to watch it because it's very dialogue heavy. Very dialogue heavy. There's not much going on. Like, if you really, really pay attention to it, there's like a sequence of driving in a car in a snowstorm, and the camera is outside of the car. It's a very old car, probably like from the early 90s, maybe late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's outside of the car, and it's snowing. So what you hear when you hear them talking, but you also hear the windshield wiper just fucking squeaking along.
How long is the scene?
I want to say it's about 5 to 10 minutes, but then it switches. It switches from outside of the car to inside of the car, and then it's like a very personal, like, you know, in the middle of the screen type thing. And then she went into some fucking monologue that I was like, okay, that's when I had to turn it off because I was like, all right, too tired for this. I don't understand what you're saying. But that's about it. I'm done ranting about this movie. I want to see it. I will see it, and next week I will have my thoughts on it.
Well, I'm glad that I understand what you're talking about now. Did I mention I started watching Alice in Borderland? I think I only talked about one of the shows I started watching.
No, you didn't. What is it?
I would like you to try it, please. It's on Netflix. It's called Alice in Borderland, but there's no one named Alice, and I don't know what Borderland is, but it's based on a gamer manga. I don't know if there was an anime, but it's live action, and so far I like it. I don't know what's going on so much, but yeah, check it out. Gamers, weebs,
Is it animated or live action?
live action.
Interesting.
I was watching it with the dubs. Not great in my opinion, but if you're tired, subtitles are difficult. So
It's a movie or a series?
it's a series.
Live action, foreign, in Japanese?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, check it out. Sorry, derailment. So I'm like, do we have to talk about this next thing? Yes, I guess we have to talk about it. Wonder Woman came out on HBO. Who saw it? I'm sorry.
Did you
Not
see
great. Yeah, I watched it.
What were your thoughts?
I was excited about it. It has Kristen Wiig and Pedro Pascal, aka the Red Viper, in it, aka the Mandalorian. And I thought I would be really on board with this. I love the two of them. Gal Gadot, she's Wonder Woman. So, did not like it. How do they make Kristen Wiig so uncharming? And she had a couple jokes, but they did not use these people to their potential. I thought Pedro Pascal did a good job being this maniac, but what a waste. What a waste of time, what a waste of talent, what a waste of the 1984 motif that could have been done so cool. Waste. They should have saved it. Disappointment all around. I was most excited about the 84 part. I was like, yeah, here we go. No.
So this movie sounds like it is a colossal waste of time. The jokes fell flat. Am I correct?
Yes.
No,
I can't even be like, get high and watch it because I was high and it wasn't enjoyable.
no direction. Like it didn't seem like I had a good direction.
Odd. I just didn't understand why they would start with the opening scene they did, even though I found it entertaining because I was like, what does this have to do with 1984? Is this 1984? Why isn't it like the 80s in Themyscira? Yeah. No. Waste. Waste all around.
I have a comment that's going to upset quite a few people. Wonder Woman 1984 seems like Star Wars The Last Jedi of the DC universe.
Wow. Harsh. You don't think Suicide Squad
Suicide Squad was the bootleg Guardians of the Galaxy. The off-brand Dollar Tree. Which one?
What about that Superman one where he was like, Martha?
Oh, Batman versus Superman? Yeah, that was equally trash.
That was worse than this.
Yeah, listen. DC has been putting out subpar movies for a very long time.
Pure trash.
I have the right to say this because I saw Green Lantern in theaters.
I forgot about that one.
I have every right. I will never get my time back. You could take the $15 or whatever ticket, you shove it up your ass. I can always get $15 back. I'll never get the 2-something hours that I'll never get back. My time is wasted. Gone forever.
Okay. There's one. What about Deadpool?
Deadpool's Marvel.
Oh, my bad.
I'm hurt.
That's right, because of X-Men. I'm sorry. Guys, please forgive me.
Deadpool's Marvel, but Deadpool was technically Fox. You could fine. But they're back. All right. Yeah, just a quick thing about this. Apparently, the Wonder Woman 1984 is not going to be on HBO Max for more than 31 days. The deal that they have with WB is to leave it on HBO Max for no more than 31 days after its theatrical release. So if
Okay.
you want to see this train wreck, make sure it's within, a month of it coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the 26th of January is the last day that it'll be on. I think this is happening with all the films. Just be glad you didn't pay any money for this.
Right?
I think they're doing this too is so that the films don't accumulate on HBO Max, and then you could just pay for 1 month and boof them all in one sitting. You know what I mean? I think they want to entice you to buy the DVD or the Blu-ray after the 31 days, and then it'll come on HBO Max. So maybe the boofability might come back. Who knows? I'm not seeing this. I don't care. Hot take. I didn't like the first Wonder Woman. I thought it was a very subpar movie. So I'm not mad that we skipped watching this at all.
I had to, and I was like, please, can we watch anything? I feel like you gave me a little bit of a hard time, but I was like, you don't understand. We cannot watch this.
Did
I
give
don't
you a
want
hard
to
time?
let people. I thought you were like, no, at first. And I was like, oh, come on. Anyway, that's not how I recall it.
I don't think I did.
Well, never mind then. I'm glad that you were flexible because I watched it and I was like, we can't watch this for movie night. Like, this will bring shame upon our podcast.
I mean, will it though? I paid $30 for Mulan.
Mulan was different. It was like a Disney princess movie. This is like a superhero movie. This is like, all we talk about. It's just like, it doesn't deserve to be. And here we are talking about it anyway, but, Ugh.
Yeah,
Wonder
a lot
Woman.
of people hate this movie. They think it's one of the worst movies of 2020. So sad that I'll never know. I'm happy that Kristen Wiig and Pedro Pascal got paid.
Right. And I hope it doesn't, I hope this just goes away. So it doesn't like damage their careers in any way.
I doubt it.
It's not like Marvel, LOL.
So next movie we're gonna be watching what?
Jumanji, the OG one, 1995 one with Robin Williams.
So we're watching the remake, but okay.
Oh, my bad.
No, let's do that. Jumanji.
We could watch both, Do you want to watch the OG one first or the new one first?
Let's do the OG one first, so that we can shit
Okay.
on the new one.
Again, great thing about our podcast, we are so prepared.
Well, to be fair, I only have Jumanji here. It could have gone one of three ways. Okay,
Really?
Jumanji. Next Monday, that would be the 4th.
Yay.
AKA the day that most people get their stimulus checks.
Yay. Well, you want to talk about a movie we did watch for movie night?
Yeah, so we watched Soul on Disney Plus. Infinitely better movie. This was a Disney movie that was supposed to come out this year, but I'm glad that Disney didn't pull this $30, $20 bullshit and just put it out there. This is a movie for the culture. I think this was pointed out by Bobby McRib that this is the first Pixar film to have a black lead in it.
Yeah.
Which is Jamie Foxx. Some of the voices surprised me, like Tina Fey being the one of the characters. Did not know that was Tina Fey.
Did you like that voice?
It fit the character, yeah.
Okay.
I think it fit the character, but knowing that it's Tina Fey, I'm kind of like, you did that voice, but it doesn't affect my view of the film.
You
This is
thought
a
it was just you thought it was young enough because it was supposed to be this like young soul.
right.
Um,
Well, old,
so
so kind of technically
right, okay,
someone with
never
the
mind.
experience, but doesn't. They're still young. Like they're still a kid. Technically, they haven't been born yet.
Okay,
But a grown woman is voicing her. Yeah, I usually Jamie Foxx is hit or miss for me in his roles.
mm-hmm.
Like he has some great ones, but he also has some stinkers. Looking
Yeah,
at you, Spider-Man 2, or the Amazing Spider-Man 2. But he was fine in this one.
mm-hmm.
I enjoyed him. I enjoyed the story. It was a very, what would you classify this as? A feel-good movie?
Yes, 100%. It was like Inside Out, but Inside Out I found dark. It's like,
This one was kind of dark too. I thought that this was like originally in like towards the beginning, middle when the twist happens. I was like,
mhm.
are you trying to teach kids about death?
Yeah,
Kind of dark.
it's just it's just funny how these new Pixar movies are just tackling like existential things. It's not just like, hey, I'm a talking cowboy toy. Now it's like, what is life and what is the afterlife and where do we go when we die or what is the soul? And it's like my philosophy class back in college. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah. What are the other? One of my favorite. Okay, he's not one of my favorite actors. He's one of the most interesting actors to me. Daveed Diggs. You know who that is, right?
Wait. Don't tell me. Is he okay? I hate to be like, is he from The Wire? But I don't
No,
know who I'm thinking of.
he's from
Sorry.
Hamilton. He plays
Oh, right.
a
Okay.
tall, long hair guy. Plays one of the French guys.
Okay.
He's in there. He plays the character named Paul. Um, there's a lot of people in this film like Questlove. Um,
Paul. I've seen this movie twice.
I forget, but I believe.
Oh, was Paul the barber?
I think so.
Okay. He did a good job. That was a unique voice.
No, Paul was the guy that was shitting on him
Oh,
in the
the
barbershop.
guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
fantastic. Questlove's in here. Who else is in here?
Like the women, Angela Bassett, Felicia Rashad,
Mm-hmm.
And I can't think of any
You know who's
others.
another voice that kind of like threw me off? Rachel House is the voice of Terry. The I don't know. What the babysitter in the very beginning.
I don't remember.
She's like a lion or something like that. Anyway, yeah, this movie's fantastic. This even if you're an adult, just check it out. A feel good movie. Cap off 2020 with a feel good movie.
It's beautiful too. Like it shows New York just like Into the Spider-Verse did.
Yeah. The animation style is pretty good.
Real love letter to New York City.
It's accurate too. If you ever, I mean, it's not like that now, but if it was normal New York City and you popped up in like Midtown like that,
Even
yeah,
the food, the pizza, the bagels, how the pizza is stored like right on the windows like that. So yeah, a cat could swipe it. And then even the New York memes like that still work, that rat dragging the slice still works.
I've seen that happen.
I have
Not even
not.
kidding. I've actually seen a rat drag a pizza in the subway. And you know what I did? Looked at it, shook my head, and kept fucking walking.
Okay, the best part of what it showed of New York was the fact that this man had a cat on his shoulders walking around New York City. No one said anything about the cat,
Nope.
you know. Like anywhere else, like in Texas, they'd be like, "Excuse me, sir, like you have a cat on you." You know, I don't know. In New York, don't even blink an eye. Man walks by with a lizard wrapped around his neck, don't blink an eye.
Mm. This was a solid movie for me. I'm glad you suggested it.
Thank you.
It would have slipped my radar for at least a couple weeks.
I figured you would have like seen it on Disney Plus because I know you mentioned your mom likes Disney Plus, so she may have like seen it because it was a release for them. But yeah, I think it got buried under Wonder Woman.
Which is a shame because this is an infinitely better movie.
Agreed.
A movie for the entire family.
Yes, I forgot to tell my family to watch it. I should make a note too. Was there anything you pulled away from the movie that was like cut you deep?
Not really, no. I mean, I've subscribed to the ideology of like not harboring regrets and just going, balls to the wall, just fucking go for it. I think my life motto is fuck it, what do I have to lose? So no, not really, but it was good seeing that, him having a second lease on life and realizing that beforehand. I think that was a thumbs up. A lot of people don't know that.
I like the part with the obsession. Like
Like the tunnel vision.
Yeah, they went to this dimension where souls are lost because they're like stuck between dimensions because like the souls have basically left their bodies. They're like kind of automatons, these miserable people back on Earth. And the example they gave was a hedge fund manager that was just obsessed because he's under pressure to make trades and manage this fund, make his clients a profit. So he was obsessed with making trades, and that's all he lived for and was like a slave to. And he was saved because they like helped him get back in touch. Like they put like his human body back with his soul, and he went and changed his life and was no longer a hedge fund manager and was no longer like saddled with this obsession of his job. I like that.
Okay, that one cut deep for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because 2020 has I've been investing my money, and currently all the hedge fund managers are pulling out of stocks. They do this every year apparently, and I've lost a lot of money because the stocks went down. So seeing this dude go absolutely fucking crazy, I know it was just an animation, but I found that shit hilarious because I've recently experienced a loss of money due to these people. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I liked it.
One final thing. Are you good on Soul, or
I'm good on Soul.
watch it, please? It's good. There's no Mandalorian this week. I was gonna have a recap episode, but I keep watching it. It's still fantastic. There's really nothing much to say. I've seen it a bunch of times. Love the music. Love the acting. Love what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have done. Thumbs up. They've spawned multiple shows, multiple spin-offs. If you're a Star Wars fan, a lot to be excited about. If you're not a Star Wars fan, there's a lot to get into. You have a bunch of stuff to watch, and The Mandalorian fits right in. If you're going to watch it chronologically, you could watch the prequels, be like, oh, this is great. And then you could watch the real trilogy and be like, oh shit, what happened to the other ones? Mm-hmm. And then you could watch The Mandalorian because it happens right after Return of the Jedi, and then have peace once more once you watch the shit show that is the new trilogy. Anyway, what I saw was, I think it was someone who was involved in Star Wars actually shitting on one of the content creators that reacts to Star Wars videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that very, very upsetting.
Okay. Who was it?
I'm trying to find his name so I can actually shit on him. But yeah, his name is Pablo Hidalgo. Made fun of someone for crying for Luke Skywalker.
Oh, not good. Not a good look.
Not a good look. No. It's just a bad take. Like, okay, there are a lot of things that you like that I might not be interested in, or I like that you might not be interested in. So what gives me or you the balls to shit on someone else's hobby, right?
It's so strange to gatekeep something that you profit from, right?
Right. Pablo Hidalgo he's an executive. He works for Lucasfilms, and he's a member of the Lucasfilm story group. So him shitting on someone who, we'll talk about the crying to Luke Skywalker in a minute, but him shitting on a fan of the product that he's working for is such a bad look.
Weird take, bro.
Yeah, and he since apologized for it, but fuck you. The what you said, your feelings came out. Like, no. So it's hard to put a monetary value on things for something that you don't care about, right? You would spend $60 on a mouse, right? That's okay to you. I would spend $150 on a mouse because I value having a good mouse. Is it any different from yours? No. But on this the scale of needs for me, that's high on the list. And for you, it's probably lower. You probably like a better keyboard or more fun things or just other things in general. It's hard to put a value on what people care about.
Right.
Monetary value. Now, when you're talking about emotional nostalgia, I've seen dozens of videos of people who are in their 50s, maybe like late 40s, who have seen the original trilogy in the theaters, who have an emotional attachment to the original trilogy. Star Wars was considered to be a risk and a failure in most people's eyes. I think the original body double for Darth Vader didn't want his name on the credits because he thought it would be a stain on his career. George Lucas traded Steven Spielberg stock in his movie for E.T. because he thought it was going to be a failure and wanted to have something safe.
Right.
Spoiler, Star Wars is one of the most successful franchises of all time. Billions of dollars in movies, probably even more than that in fucking merchandise and shows. Books, movies, merch, TV shows, toys, cards, you fucking name it. The Star Wars. So for this little shit licker to shit on this guy for crying about Luke Skywalker being in The Mandalorian, real bad take. If you're one of these people, please stop being that. Don't shit on other people's passions because you don't agree with it. Just nod and move on, bro.
This guy probably cried when, the Patriots won the Super Bowl or something, right? Like,
nah, he loves football. He's Chilean. Anyway, yeah, I hate people that gatekeep like this. Oh, why are you crying, bro? You're a grown ass man. So? The fuck?
It's just unnecessary. Mind your business. Worry about your own life. Don't worry about what people care about. Also, don't shit on something that people care about. Like, it's just a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially if you work for the company. Anyway.
Yeah, you're an executive for a company. You literally should be their biggest cheerleader. You should be excited that somebody's crying over, half-baked CGI of Luke Skywalker's face.
Mm-hmm. That means you did a good job, idiot.
Right.
Someone's having an emotional response to your art. Don't shit on the emotional response.
Yeah, it makes you the black sheep. Because I don't think anybody else is like, shitting on this and sarcastically subtweeting about it. He just looks like a real big asshole. I wanted to mention that. Don't shit on other people's passions. A lot of people like things that I will never understand. A lot of people will pay $10,000 for a Pokemon box. I'll just buy the new cards and be content and happy with that. If I had the money, the disposable income, and I was super into it, yeah, maybe.
Right.
But again, don't shit on other people's passions because you're a grumpy little bitch. That's my takeaway for this.
Well, guys, this has been a PSA from Lower Bitrate. Again, this episode brought to you by Twisted Tea. Do no harm, but take no shit. Talk shit, get hit. It's my life mottos. Blue shared his earlier. So, yeah, thanks for listening. Check out lowerbitrate.com and please subscribe to our YouTube. Bye.
That was the perfect model. Thank you for listening. Bye.